That's one thing.
Say the most side, we go to work. Ready? Ready, bro? Ah, I'm on. Ready?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
a video,
good.
man.
Right.
Salakia.
Yeah, you done right?
So the beginning of wars and the power shall stand in fear.
Right, beginning of wars. Right? Because I would say World War III is here. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm talking about Iran hard. Because the aim is running from Iran. You know what I mean? And then they know say you have Russia and China and these other nations that go back Iran. Yeah? Right, you can. You know what I mean? Africa don't get robbed and spoiled, but guess what? The Russians never going to step in to protect the so-called Africans them. You know what I mean?
What do them basically pulling say yo offer Saudi Arabia anti-ballistic missile
God.
400 and 300.
Right.
And so what I either protect Turkey and Iran. Because nobody can fire upon them because it's a good ballistic missile.
Right. You know what I mean? So the most I set up the war the perfect way. You know what I mean? There shall be wars. Go on.
He said, the beginning of evils.
Right.
What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Yeah, what you gonna do? You're not gonna go work. There won't be no work for you go. You know what I mean?
No school,
No beauty salon.
no church,
You know what I mean?
no dance hall.
The dance hall, there will be the dance session every night. Not that one night you're not going to dance. You're not going to dance and skip. Now skip from bullets. Even if you can skip.
Big Spoon and Last and Cannibal.
All the music I got here, the musical lamentations.
God.
Hey, let's give us saying wailing shall be in all streets.
God.
Harmony.
Yeah.
Set up the sound. And the only sound you're going to hear, yo.
Yeah. You see me? There won't be no fun time, yo. It just death and sorrow. Continue, bro.
So, when the woman them from Bahamas say, yo, about this specific, say, there's a stench of death in one whole island. You see me? I know, go away. Say, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish
Right.
are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness,
Right.
nor be always minded of their scourges.
Right. People now preach say, yo, look here. Whenever there's a storm or disaster, the country in the disaster or get affected, I always look for other countries to support them. Because there's no food there to support them, yo. You know what I mean? There's no food there to continue to feed them. So they have to get outside help. When everybody in a hell and people are well up on food and the waters get surrounded by military troops. You know what I mean? Ship can't go through with food. What gonna happen next, yo? You know? No, you don't know what I'm hear about Venezuela. Venezuela don't fix that now, you know. You see me? But you know, they done media like one time. So I'm sure, you know? But people are dead just the same and stuff are the same. So guess what? Very soon, the entire world is going to be in an uproar. We're going to see the uproar of the people and you have diseases, wars that take place. Just know say yo, get right and get left yo. And we mean I talk to the ones that we have year for year. You know what I mean? People can understand what takes place yo. I eat man at a time. You know what I mean? It makes sense. Where you hold on upon? We are well on upon you, anything you hold on upon a society brother, it's going to sink you. Anything you hold on upon a society here, it is there to dry down in the bottom of the ocean. Let go fight. You see me? Bible say yo, be as though if he does that by, be as though you're not possessed. If you be lost, be as though you're not going to live in it. You know what I mean? If you have merchandise, there's not anything I do, just deal with the heart that look here, this is already a loss. So when you go to booms and you lose it, just know say yo, you already lose a long time in the head.
Never exists.
Yeah, it never exists. You know what I mean? I still have to live today, it's like a bug the hell out you. So put that in the end, in another world. When you lose it, you're going to lose a life. You know what I mean? You're going to lose a life, literally. Because anything you put your heart to, that you have to open up.
Scripture says, lay not your treasures, where
Can get
Moss
that.
and Rat can take it over.
Right. Right here, things of substance, kingdom. Things are gonna last. Things are gonna make you better. Things are gonna keep you alive. And I'm gonna give you hope, faith, reason for fight, reason for hang on to the most side, yo. We are give that. Because if you don't have that, you're lost, so go on, bro.
Alright, this is 2 Ezra 16 and 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle,
Yeah,
to that battle.
Get ready for the battle, yo. You didn't even know some battle exists.
So white man love them.
Right? You know what I mean? They don't even know some people are prepared to kill you. You know some people are planning to release disease from you. And then, remember, there's some ship dock or some places, and they say, yo, if you ship, don't go up on the ship them. And them are going to disease and pills and crap.
Where them claim say them come out with the RT article and they say the whole idea of them making GMO mosquitoes, genetically modified mosquitoes, it backfire and it causes hybrid mosquito. But basically it's supposed to push what dengue fever, Zika virus and chikungunya. But what a coincidence.
No backfire. Backfire what? It was designed for that. Yeah, cause remember one time we were racing, you know. Remember them that report, right? They must have a different brother. They can't just catch him out of the ear. But I tell you,
Oh yeah, so you must see them nowadays just different.
they're different.
Slow, brother.
And they say they make mosquitoes to kill mosquitoes. When they kill the one of them, what one of them they make?
And then they say they want to turn hybrid.
Yeah, and guess what now? We have chikungunya, come on. We have Zika virus, dengue fever.
Where were these all
Yeah,
along?
what them did all along? Oh, why much you can take place or something?
Oh, Zika virus, no, chikungunya just walk in Jamaica and walk out back.
Right.
You people don't consider.
Right.
Believe the stupid ass English so them a bunch of sellout.
One Panadol. I must Panadol cure chicken gunner, yo. Yo, you want a Panadol sell at a time, yo.
Right. The funny thing about me, you hey, would you be surprised if Panadol are one of the companies that go behind the
I want a Panadol sell, but check it out. I have literally ads.
Yeah.
I say, yo, Panadol, yo.
Song, big
And funny enough, it work.
Hey, where with you?
No, like in a real life, like it actually reduce the symptoms them to a cure, but you reduce the symptoms them significantly just one. And in a real life, that's one for you.
Panadol make billions of dollars for that. And that's all these diseases are about. That's why they call it place in America the Center for Disease Control. It's not about eradication or containment. It's about controlling the process.
Why you want to continue with this?
Why is it that a Center for Disease Control will create a disease or have a patent and you do that for your product? You see me, when you create a product, whether it's an intellectual property or physical property, or in this case biological property, you see me, you put a patent on it because you're going to use it. And you want to use it, yo.
Them sure that in the movie World War Z with Brad Pitt. Everybody think it was a myth, it was all stories. But this is how the so-called white man read the premium so-called Illuminati, as actually it's a dark society. Them steady things before them do it. It's like a cut-like road.
Right. Hey, you know me just there with a precept like that, the most I say the same thing, yo. Him say, I declaring the farmer things from the beginning. And him say bring it to pass. And the same thing the so-called white man I try to do.
I call it predictive programming.
You know? Because the brother mentioned about CD,
This is Psalms 83 verse 3. So they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Yeah, as the brother, they mentioned with the chicken gun and them thing, right? The group. Look on the place them attack you, them attack. With Jake well. You see me? Them diseases for Jake, for you Israelites, so. Remember the time chicken when you run rampant in Jamaica. But the people drop them might, a girl drop them and they take her up and carry her and put them. And then just weak out, just drop down.
Yes, still have people know what suffer from chicken gun, because you have most people suffer from back pain and
I want to know again what chicken gun gone, because Master Bite, that's a gear.
Yeah, this time is still there.
Yeah, we just come and just gone, so. You see me? Yeah, people not think
You
not
sure see your
talk.
government is a liar. You sure see your health minister is a liar. And we stop it to them. And the most say I kill you bunch of liars as well.
Right.
One, you know?
This is Matthew chapter 6 verse 19. Lay not up for your treasures, for yourself treasures upon earth, where moth and rust they corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust they corrupt, where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Yeah, make your treasure lie with the most high. Yeah, wash and not shy. Now whatever him decide to give, who can take it from you? Then after,
when he said to his disciples, he said, when we return, it's on the child where God no man shall be able to take it from you.
God.
It's him because we're in it. We're in it everlasting life. Right? But we are going to it on this side. So months of fiat currency will collapse really soon. It's actually in the face of collapsing, you know. You know, sir, to them in the army work. It's them go a vending machine and buy a biscuit. It's them, I look for the biscuit and I feel tell me pay for. I look for when I'm correct and I say, yo, remember the days when I actually used to $5 for this?
Yeah.
So you're a long time and I say, yeah, about 20 years. And I say, well, look what you know. Over 1,000% the inflation that. And that a shot. Nobody?
Nobody. Normal, yo.
Hey, you want to tell me, it's Jake and Lucy, they say the society they're on the brink of collapse. Two things we witness. See, when we there work and the vending machine have like about 5 things, everybody on the workplace grimy.
Yeah.
When I say grimy, I mean like them still, everybody upon and them a cuss the vending machine and them a pre them whatever, say who first can go the machine, they get the best to the worst. One shooting going on Mullines, 2 shooting going within 2 weeks. Last week one shooting going on Mullines and yes, and yesterday one shooting going up one church right up there, sir. And nobody can move. And that's one road the police and like in all the cases them, one road brother. One road the police and like the whole place just stop.
Yeah.
So imagine if something really happen.
When?
When something really happen.
Which you go for sure say
Fragile, yo.
the society, yeah, as I said, fragile. You know what I mean? Any side it can break from you. That's what I tell people say, so that without the end of from it can start from any of farming. You see me?
Even the Saudi Arabia people get bombed the other day. You see me? I cover you still, even though I believe on certain expert. You see the Iran Makaya or Saudi Arabia. You see me? But at the end of the day, your dad's supposed to spike oil prices, generally they spike the price of goods, yo.
But control things.
Yeah.
I just want to make a minor fast plan. Because I can put the Iran narrative. But the thing is, them efforts so transparent, you see me? And even Iran are bringing up proof and say, look here, I know what you do. You see me? So the international community already has seen that America and them allies are just liars.
Them think of them Iran.
Yeah, them really and truly can't justify a war with Iran. So them just have to just go bare face and the world say fuck America. And that's a game. Them allies are going to just go against them, yo, because them can't find a justifiable reason to go to war with Iran, but them need to go to war with Iran, yo. But they can't find a reason. The international community now go back them. Because every time they bring out so-called proof, they don't bring out a proof. They just land an accusation and say, yo, them sure. And then Iran just bring out a proof and say, suck the money. You see me? And then just shut up. Till a couple months later, they just drop an X-Fast flag again. Because see what them do the army last time. Them bomb 2 oil tanker. And see how Iran do it. You see me? Simple as that. And Iran say, yo, and provide evidence, send them.
While Iran actually is saying, Iran actually in at the meeting with the Japanese Prime Minister, is why the fuck they don't do something like that? Isa, come on, do better like that, nigga.
The Isa, about to say, everywhere Isa term, I'm going to basically, Isaiah 15 or 19.
Oh, I'm still in
Yeah. You see me? Isa losing him so-called craftiness. Yeah, you know what I mean? The most I reveal him. Yeah, yes sir, you actually said life for me, I look at but before me even good or bad, bro. You see me?
Boogie man.
You know what I mean? They said lie I use over to invade every country invade. You see me? You see me? Yeah, you know my sense that these people see a tree as a tree right now. Oh, no, not Jake, but people as a tree. That Jake still blind, you know what I mean?
It's Isaiah 19 verse 14. The Lord had mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every word thereof.
Yeah, everything with them do them are error. There's nothing where them do where basically they come to some benefit to them.
Like the trade war.
Yeah, everything them start but backfire. You know what I mean? I'll be a backfire. That means that you got shot yourself in your foot every time you try to sneak a chicken. That's because of the job washing that size in control you. You know what I mean? You don't even know so yo, with your plan for your neural ladder, I'm gonna lead you into your death. Literally, fully. That's what?
As a drunken man staggered in his own vomit.
Right. In your own vomit, yo. And you create filth for the earth and you have to walk your own filth. And one line night. You know? Because guess what? With America being destroyed, getting this American destruction is basically planned by Soka Whiteman also. And in the plan destroying America, they plan to get rid of most jail. You know what I mean? But guess what? The most of them lift up promote America. And you got people in America who Soka White people. You know what I mean? You go down. You got many people in bunkers. I try to hide what take place. You know, you don't get saved in your bunkers then, you have luxurious house underground where the so-called rich living up, prepare for what come. You know what I mean? But it's not going to be enough for you. You know?
So which is profit not in the day of destruction, but righteousness is delivered from it.
Give me the one that you quote a while ago. I have something I want to do different from it. Yeah, tell me that.
Alright, this is Job chapter 20 verse 19. Because he had oppressed and had forsaken the poor, because he had violently taken away an house which he builded not, surely he will not feel quietness in his belly.
If you guys them all, you know? You ever build America, brother? You ever own America, you take America. You see me? You live in America, them damn houses, right? Then you never put them where you want to put them. You know what I mean? You got a man country. You bring a man country. And you kill him, the prime minister, or kill him, the leader, and put in the puppet. You take the most violent because now you basically own the land. You know what I mean? You can do things to benefit you. Right? You spread propaganda for some country. Go to them country, take with them field, them oil field. Also, resources, yo. They bring you back the same resources, them come from different countries, become destroy the people in the country. You know what I mean? Opium. I just about what the white man track record, you know. But people forget. Jake remember them things, these things, yo.
What? They live on one rock when they enslave them.
Right. But let's forget, get more slavery.
He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits.
Right.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Right, when you feel like say yo, you're there, you peak. Guess what? Time to come down. Because when you reach a full, you're not going to live in your full. You're going to reach and come down back. You know what I mean? Continue, bro.
When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Right. So when you feel like say yo, World War III, when you feel like say yo, the new world order are gonna be implemented on the earth, and you're going to total control, you're going to have control over men, over animal, over every single thing on the earth. If you don't say yo jump, nobody can jump. You're gonna lose it, yo. Most are going to show you who is in charge, who run the earth. know what I mean? Right, they're gonna experience that. Go on.
This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 3. Good timing. Alright, it says, the pride of thine heart had deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Right, so what man think? Him proud. Him feel like say, yo, him a God. But he can't talk to him. You know what I mean? Who gonna bring me down? Whether I have a like big weapon on the earth. Weapon of mass destruction. I mean want them. So who gonna bring me down? And I mean want them thing here. Because he might try to don't play the most side. Go on.
Yes. Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
Right.
and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Right, the most of the can know say them exist. Right. That's why you see how the UFO them now come out hard. People are see them. They want to make documentary on them. They also show you how the White House basically have secret information on UFO for much years. But they don't want to tell people them about you. But now they want to bring these things to light because they must reveal everything. You know what I mean? So another joke thing that takes place right now. You must have shame force. One day we see Iran, a video with Iran military or jets too much around some chariots. Not well, I some jets, I remember about some jets. We just get them off some shot off for the chariots, you know. Like a Star Wars movie, dog. You see me? Just the boot as a flick off of the chariots, them. You see me? Can't nothing at all. And people see this thing and say, yo, what the hell that take place, yo? You know what I mean? Go on, bro. I done? Right? One other. Can't see the sun here. You know? Anyway, one other. Alright. A question you want to ask? That's what I'm going to go.
Isaiah 24 and 20.
Go on.
Yeah, this is Joel chapter 3 verse 10 regarding Iran and them weak nations they get ready to rise up to America. You know what I mean? It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Yeah, because the week now I said that. The week I do that now, right? Remember, brother mentioned Iran, Pakistan, India. You know what I mean? Some countries, everybody was to play as a war country. You know, I know the Iranians, them are warriors from way back. You know what I mean? But, you know, they feel them kingdom of the past. So, nobody now free them as no warrior type, but the most I bring up that spirit as, you know, everybody have tough chat now. Everybody ready for fire missiles. As a man make a talk, you know, look here, we know, man, what you talk about? You know what I mean? Yeah, because that's the time we don't know. Time of war. Alright, go on.
Alright, so this is Isaiah chapter 14 verse 15. Verse 15. Verse 13. Alright, verse 11. Verse 11.
Let's start from the
No, flat here. I'm going to start from 10. Alright, verse 10. Isaiah 14 verse 10 it says flat here.
Start at 5, so let's start at 5.
Alright, let's start at 5. Alright, this is Isaiah chapter 14 verse 5. The Lord had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with continual stroke,
Right.
he that ruled the nations in anger.
Alright, we can ask the question, who do that? Who is responsible for doing that? He who struck the people that continue to stroke. Go on.
He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hinder it.
Right, the bad now stop. The judgment that come from America.
Right.
And the so-called white man.
Fine.
Go on.
It says, the whole earth is at rest
Right.
and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee,
Right.
and the cedars of Lebanon.
So either if America go down and the white man go down, that way they feel the entire earth be happy.
Yeah.
Must have met everybody knows that you look at them and are the devil.
Fine.
So if I get revealed right now,
Fine.
you know what I mean? Like the brother show up on the comment board, someone that say, yo, them man are definitely the devil, yo, or have some link with Satan, literally.
Yeah.
With never know. With never know,
Hurricane
say,
something.
you know? With the heart, yeah.
Hey, I don't know if you never recognize it yet, but you ever watch the movies there, and like when you're going to the heathen nations, when they refer to the so-called white man, they always say foreign devil
Right.
or white devil.
Right.
Hey, you think them know, so this one is the devil.
Right.
It says, verse 8, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us.
Right.
Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Right, in other words, things are flip round. You know what I mean? Who they are in a hell, or who they in a slavery, or the bottom of the earth, are going to go up on top, which is who? The Israelites.
That's right.
You know what I mean? We are going up on top.
That's right.
But the ones at the top, which is soccer white man, you're coming right down to what? Hell.
Right.
They're going to slavery.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then afterwards, you get put, you get wiped out. Go on.
It says, it stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth.
Right.
It had raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
Right.
All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Right.
Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
Right. Your pride. You're brought down. Whatever they are gas up here, whatever make you feel like you're high.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I come right down, go on.
Right.
The military mind. But you know, say you have Russia, but basically I do the same thing, and I'm in the military now. And that's why other nations, they must say, your America become weak.
Right. Now Russia supply them. You know what I mean?
And the US has stretched them army go all over the place. So if nothing for happen, you know, say, yo, they don't have enough people to gather back together for you, say, yo, them are
Different America.
You see me?
I mean, what?
At the noise of thy boils, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Right.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
Right. Who is Lucifer? The so-called white man.
Gone.
Right? The Illuminati.
Gone.
You know what I mean? Go on.
And it says, son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground,
Right.
which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh.
Right.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Yeah, but thinking about that, right? Just before we even point fingers, if we never dare point fingers and say, oh, that, you don't have common sense. Supposed to can look and say, all right, the so-called white man this fit perfectly because I'm put as there's no God. I'm Big Bang Theory. I'm out of a monkey, a film speech and there. Doesn't mean you won't more condemn him. You know?
Even if you use common sense, you're supposed to see him because he might try to control the whole earth.
Right.
You see me? And that's the most side.
Yeah.
You see me? He might try to get everybody to subjected under one chip. You know, get the world to spend one currency. He might try to turn it in a theme world.
Right.
What? Common sense.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Yeah, you're coming as slavery. So say that the side of the pit mean, you know what I mean? That come face and we face double. You know what I mean? You're going to know what it feel like if you get scorched in the sun. All the difference is you're going to rust because you don't have the melanin. You know what I mean? You're going to know what it feel like. You know, if you get whipped across the back and after work said weight. You know what I mean? You're weak. And can't stand up good enough to fight for work same way.
You know, I think about it, death was an east to us. In slavery, them now for death because of them played it. You
God.
get up right back again and it start all over again.
God.
So I still tell you double and them double. It's a go worse.
And God.
Verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble,
Right.
that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof?
Right, I'm shake kingdoms and make the world a wilderness. And drop bombs. And when them bomb the drop, guess what? Blast and go to them place there again. You know what I mean?